Hey everyone, welcome back to Effect4You channel. Today we are going to create website mockups presentation, like this. So let's get started. As usual, first create new composition. I am using 1920 by 1080, and I called this main comp. Then create a new solid layer. This is our background layer. Select the layer and search Fill Effects. And choose any light color. Now create new composition. This is our background placeholder 1 comp. Then drag your website into the timeline. Now drag BG placeholder 1 comp into the timeline. Now create another new composition. And I called this background animation 1. Then create a new solid layer. Select the layer, and search Fractal Noise Effects. Increase the contrast a little bit, and decrease the brightness. And change scale amount around 1200. Complexity 1. We need to animate the complexity, so go to first frame. Then add a keyframe on complexity, then go to 10 seconds forward, and change complexity to cool. We also need to animate the evolution, so go to first frame, and add a keyframe, and change the evolution direction. Then go to around 4 seconds forward, and again change the direction. Select both keyframes and ease them. And make your graph like this. Cool. Now search hue and saturation effects. Check on colorize. And increase colorize saturation 100, and change colorize hue. Now search CC threshold RGB effects. So now our comp look like this. Perfect. You can change evolution direction anytime according to you. Now select the layer and pre-compose them. Move all attributes into the new comp, and I called this Fractal Comp 1. Then create a new white solid layer. Move the layer below Fractal Comp, and change Track Matte Alpha Matte. Now only the white area will be visible in our comp. Perfect. So go to main comp, and drag BG animation comp into the timeline. And change the BG placeholder Track Matte, Luma Matte. Here you can see the effects. Cool. Now select the BG placeholder and search Fast Blur Effects. And increase the blurriness. And also change the layer opacity around 60%. Cool. You can adjust the blur amount as per your choice. I am just showing you an example, these amounts could be different in your case. Cool. Now again create a new composition. Height around 1200. and width 800 pixels. This is our media placeholder 1 comp. And drag your website page into the timeline, resize according to the composition. And drag media placeholder 1 into the timeline, and convert into 3D layer. Now we need to adjust and place our media placeholder 1. Hit P for position, and Shift R for rotation. Then adjust the X, Y and Z rotation. And also adjust the position. This is all depends on you, how to adjust your website page. I am just showing you an example, the choice is yours. Perfect. After adjust position and rotation, go to first frame, and add a keyframe on XYZ rotation, then go to 10 seconds forward. And adjust the rotation just a little bit. You can hold the Control key, and then change the rotation amount, so it will slowly change the rotation value. Cool. Now animate the position, go to first frame and add a keyframe on position, and move Z position little bit backside of the composition. Then go to around 10 frame forward, and move Z position little bit front side of the composition. Then go to again 10 frame forward, and move Y position, little bit top side of the composition. Then go to 10 second forward. And move the Y position again little bit top side of the composition. Now select the first 3 keyframes, and move forward around 1 second. Select all keyframes and ease them. And make your graph like this. Let's see how it look. I think we should increase the gap between all keyframes. Perfect, it's look good to me. Now we need to create an outline for our composition, so double click on rectangle tool. We don't need this fill color. Just increase the stroke around 5 pixel. And squeeze the shape little bit from both side. Perfect. I called this layer, frame. And also change the layer opacity little bit. Now I want to add our text here, so create a new full HD composition 1920 by 1080. I call this text 1. Select text tool and type your text. Now animate this, so open text layer. Go to animate and select position, and opacity. Change the Y position little bit. And opacity 0%, now open range selector 1, then advance, change shape, ramp up. And based on characters to words. Then add keyframe on offset, and amount -100%. Then go to 1.5 second forward. Change amount 100. Select both keyframes and ease them. And make your graph like this. Cool. Now we need to add our description. So select text tool, and make your description area. And type your text. Align the both text. Now animate the description text, so open text layer. And add position, and opacity. Move the Y position bottom side. And turn off opacity. Open range selector 1, then advance, and change shape ramp up, and based on characters to lines. Then add a keyframe on offset, and change amount -100%. Then go to around 2 second forward, and amount 100%. Select both keyframes and ease them. And make your graph like this. And also move the layer few frames forward. Cool. Now go to main comp, and drag the text 1 comp into the timeline. And move right side of the composition. Perfect, it's look good to me. Select all layers and pre-compose them. This is our pre-comp scene 1. Now we need to create a transition effects, so select pen tool and create a shape like this. Then select pre-comp scene 1, and change track lumen inverted matte. Now select shape layer. Hit P for position, go to first frame, and add a keyframe, then go to 2 second forward, and move the shape layer, right side of the composition, then again go to 2 second forward, and add a keyframe, then go to 1.5 second forward, and move the shape layer in its old position, like this. Select all keyframes and ease them. And make your graph like this. Cool. Now select the all keyframes and move 10 frame forward. Now duplicate the both layer, and move below the first one. Select the both shape layer, hit U to show keyframes, then select the second shape layer's keyframe, and move on first frame. And also move the last keyframe in 1 lines. Now scale the second pre-comp scene 1 layer, around 102%. Perfect. Now again duplicate the both layers. And move below the second ones. Hit U to show keyframes, and move the second keyframe little close to the first keyframe, and also move the third keyframe. And increase the pre-comp scene 1 size 105%. Now again duplicate the both layers. And move below the third layers. Hit U to show keyframe. And delete the first 2 keyframes. And move the third keyframe little backside. And pre-comp scene 1 size 100%. Here you can see the effects. Perfect, it's look good to me. Select all layers, and pre-compose them. This is our scene 1 comp. Now create our scene 2 comp, so go to around 4 and 5 second forward, when our outgoing animation start, then duplicate the scene 1 layer, and move the layer below the scene 1, and move layer forward. Now go to project window and duplicate the scene 1 comp. Then hold Alt key and drag the scene 2 comp over the selected scene 1 comp layer. Open scene 2 comp. We also need to duplicate these pre-comp scene 1 layers, so go to project window and duplicate the pre-comp scene 1 comp. Then select all the pre-comp scene 1 layers into the timeline. Now hold Alt key and drag the pre-comp scene 2 over the selected layers. Now open any one comp layer, Then also duplicate the media placeholder comp, as we have done with other comps. Then also duplicate the BG placeholder 1 and BG animation 1 comp. Basically, we need to duplicate every pre-comp in your timeline, because when you do any changes in the duplicate comp, they will not affect in your first pre-comp. Now open BG placeholder 2 and change your website page. Resize according to the composition. Now open BG animation comp, and duplicate the fractal comp also. Now you can change the evolution. This will give differentiation between first and second fractal comp. Now we need to change our media placeholder to image. But first we also need to change the composition setting, width 1200 pixel and height 720 pixel. Then resize your website page according to composition. Now here I have a laptop mockup in our project window. Drag mockup into the timeline, below the media placeholder layer, convert into 3D layer, and resize little bit. And adjust where you want. We need to add our website to the laptop screen. So first delete all the keyframes and reset all values. Just resize little bit according to laptop. Now select media placeholder and search corner pin effect. Then adjust all 4 corners pin to your laptop screen. Cool. Also parent media placeholder with laptop layer. Now animate the laptop layer position. Go to first frame, move the Z position little bit backside. And add a keyframe, then go to around 10 seconds forward. And move the Z position little bit front side of the comp. Perfect. Now animate the scale little bit, so go to few frame forward, and add a keyframe on scale. Then again go to few frame forward, and increase the size little bit. Select both keyframes and ease them. And make your graph like this. Cool. Move the text layer few frame forward. Perfect. We also need to change the text. So go to project window and duplicate the text comp, then hold Alt key and drag over the selected text layer, and change your text. Also change your media placeholder. Cool. Now create shadow effect, so create an ellipse like this. This is our shadow layer. Move the layer below the laptop layer. And convert into 3D layer. Adjust the rotation, and also change the fill color black. Resize the ellipse. Then apply fast blur effect. And increase the blurriness. And decrease the layer opacity little bit. Also parent the shadow layer with laptop layer. Perfect, it's look good to me. Our animation has done. Hit 0 for render. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the video. Please hit like button and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video.